All right, YouTube, what's going on? So I just got done with a 5-mile run. For me, it was like a moderate / challenging pace. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I got it done in 33 minutes and 54 seconds, so a little less than 4 minutes. That's an average pace of 6 minutes and 47 seconds, so not bad. I came out here to it's an old abandoned golf course that they've turned into like a running track, and there's a lot of hills and like sandy spots and twists and turns, so it's a good challenging place to, you know, test out your 5-miler pace. Okay, so I know it doesn't look like I'm very sweaty, or that I worked very hard. It's just first of all, I don't have a shirt on, so all the sweat's evaporating off me, but it's like a nice brisk 50 degrees out today, but it's sunny, so I figured I'd try and, you know, work on my tan a little bit. Obviously you can tell I need it. I figured I'd take this opportunity to give you guys a couple tips on how to increase your 5-miler time, how to get better at running your 5-miler. All right, so 5 tips to lower your 5-miler time. There's a lot of reasons you might want to lower your 5-miler time. Typically it's for ranger school or for RASP, or if you're going to a selection, something like that, but there's a lot of different reasons. I got 5 different tips to help you lower your 5-miler time. All right, tip number 1 is good hydration and nutrition. I've talked about it before any long distance run, and I mean anything that's over 2 miles, I will take a carb powder. I'll take half a scoop of pre-workout just for a little bit of extra energy, and I will take BCAAs with hydration mixed in. And when I say hydration, I mean like electrolytes, potassium, a little bit of sodium, not too much sodium, but a little bit of sodium, maybe some coconut water that's mixed into the supplement, something like that. I have 3 big supplements that I use for that, and I will drop that in the description so that you guys can see it for yourself and look into it. You want to take that 30 minutes prior to your run, okay? And that's gonna make sure that you've taken it all in and you've digested everything, and it's all in your system ready to go, so it's not jumbling around all in your stomach while you're on your run, right? And with that, when you come back from your run, if it's anything more than 2 miles, you definitely want to take at least 1 protein scoop, and that's so that you can immediately start the healing process after your run. As I showed you before, on that 5 miles, you know, I burned, according to Strava, 841 calories just on that run by itself, okay? And I still got a lift I got to go do. So I have to put those calories back in order to, you know, improve, in order to heal properly. So I typically take 2 scoops of the protein that I use. Again, I'll drop that in the description, just to start that healing process and make sure I'm good to go for the rest of the day, and that I'm not breaking my body down too bad so that I'm not gaining. All right, tip number 2, you want to make sure you do a good active warm-up, okay? And I'm not talking about doing like a butterfly stretch in your bedroom before you go, or, you know, a static hamstring stretch. I'm not talking about that. You want to do at least like a 1/4 mile of a nice easy jog, maybe do a few walking lunges, some air squats, some leg swings, you know, just swing it all out. That's called active stretching. Before you do a workout, especially if it's cardiovascular or like running, something like that, you want to do more active stretching than static stretching. And the reason for that is because when you do static stretching, it kind of loosens your muscles more to start a healing process rather than an activation process. So when you're doing active stretching, it's more power related, and so you're just priming your muscles and getting them ready for a workout, okay? So focus more on active stretching rather than static stretching before you go on a run. That's going to help prime you for the activity that you're going to be doing. Number 3 is setting a solid goal pace. So it needs to be something realistic for you, something that you know you have a chance at being successful at obtaining, okay? So use either some sort of sports watch, either a Garmin watch, or I like to use Strava. I have to run with my phone to do that, but I like to use Strava to keep track of my pace, and set a goal pace that you want to achieve for that distance. So if you're running 5 miles and your goal is to run a 40-minute 5-miler or better, then make sure that you're keeping track to every mile you do, and make sure you're keeping to an 8-minute mile pace or better. Don't fall behind that. And if you start to fall a little behind on a mile, then guess what? You're going to have to pick it up on the next mile and keep that average pace of 8 minutes. Once you're able to do that and you're able to get to the 40-minute 5-miler, then bump it up to a 7:45-minute pace, something like that. And you'll consistently improve if you start doing that and start making that a habit. Always keep track of your pace. Number 4 is integrating repeats into your running training sessions. So what do repeats look like? So essentially, repeats is integrating sprints into your long distance runs. So let's say you're going out and you're running 5 miles, right? Your first half mile is going to be a warm-up half mile. And when I say warm-up, it's like a warm-up jog. After that warm-up half mile, then you're going to sprint for a 1/4 mile as fast as you can go. Okay, once you hit that 1/4 mile sprint, then you're going to do another cool down 1/4 mile. Okay, cool down, you don't want to walk, but you want to like jog it out easy enough where you can catch your breath, carry on a conversation with your buddy, and then you're going to do it again after that 1/4 mile. Okay, and you'll repeat the process all the way until you're done with that 5 miles. Okay, that is integrating repeats into your training routine. That's going to help you increase your VO2 max and your overall cardiovascular capabilities. And really, it's just going to help you get used to what it feels like to really push yourself and just run faster than what you're used to running. All right, and then the last tip, foolproof tip that I'm going to give you to help you lower your 5-mile run time is to go out there and run longer distances. Okay, so run further than 5 miles. Take at least once, maybe even twice a week, depending on your skill level, go out and run 7 or 8 miles. At least run 6. And do this keeping a pretty good pace. If you can, keep it at your goal pace. That way, a 5-miler, when you go out there and do it on test day or whatever, it won't be such a shock to you or feel like such a challenge because you're more used to running, 6 to 8 miles anyways, and a 5-miler doesn't seem like such a big challenge anymore. I didn't always used to run long distances. A 5-miler to me used to seem like forever. It used to just take forever, 40 or so minutes of just straight pain. But now I run, 8 to 12 miles at least twice a week. So a 5-miler seems like an easy day. And running longer distances is just going to help you build up those slow twitch muscles and help you maintain your oxidative state for longer distances, which in turn is going to make it easier for you to run your 5-miler. So not only is it a mental thing that 5 miles doesn't seem as long, but it's scientific as well. Your body's just not going to be put into that state of shock as much as it would if you weren't running that long of a distance. Okay, well, those are my 5 foolproof tips to help you decrease your 5-mile time. If you have any other questions or input yourself, just go ahead and drop it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for all things fitness, military tips, career enhancement, information, you name it, it's on here. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss my future videos. Besides that, that's all I got, and I'll see you on the next one.